You look at your dog and see a pet, a companion, a loyal friend who depends on you for food, walks, and comfort. But what if everything you believe about how your dog sees you is completely wrong? What if your dog doesn't see you as a human at all? Stay with me, because by the end of this, you're going to realize that in your dog's world, you are something far more powerful. Welcome to Pet Engine. Imagine this. You walk through your front door after a long day. Before you even take your shoes off, your dog is already there. Tail wagging, eyes locked onto you, energy bursting in every direction. To you, it feels like excitement, love, maybe even chaos. But to your dog, this moment is something else entirely. This is a reunion. And not just any reunion. In the wild, when members of a pack reunite after being apart, it's one of the most important social rituals they have. It reinforces bonds. It confirms safety. It answers one critical question. Are you still here? Now think about what happens when you ignore your dog in that moment, when you walk past them distracted, telling them to calm down or pushing them away. You think you're correcting behavior. Your dog thinks the reunion was rejected. And in their world, that matters more than you realize. Because here's the truth. Your dog doesn't see you as just another species. They don't categorize you the way humans categorize animals. They don't sit there thinking this is a human and I am a dog. Instead, your dog places you into a role that has existed long before houses, long before leashes, long before modern life. In their mind, you are part of their pack, but not just any part. You are the center of it. Everything your dog does revolves around you. Where you go, when you leave, when you come back, how you sound, how you move. Your energy becomes their environment. That's not ownership, that's orientation. And once you understand that, everything starts to make sense. Have you ever noticed how your dog watches you even when you're doing nothing? You're sitting on your phone, watching TV, working, and your dog is just there, quiet, observing. They're not bored. They're studying you. Dogs are masters of pattern recognition. They learn your habits, your routines, your signals. The way you shift your weight before standing up, the way your voice changes before you leave the house, the subtle movements you don't even realize you're making. To you, these things mean nothing. To your dog, they mean everything. Because in a pack, survival depends on reading each other accurately, and your dog has spent their entire life learning you. Now here's where it gets deeper. You might think your dog loves you because you feed them, because you take care of them, because you're the source of their needs being met. But that's not the full picture. There are millions of people in the world who could feed your dog, and yet your dog chooses you every single day. That choice shows up in small moments. The way they follow you from room to room, the way they settle near you even when they have a comfortable bed somewhere else, the way they check on you when you've been still for too long. That's not dependency, that's attachment. And in your dog's brain, that attachment is deeply biological. When your dog looks at you with soft eyes, when they relax in your presence, when they lean into you or rest a paw on you, their brain is releasing oxytocin, the same hormone responsible for bonding between a parent and a child. Let that sink in. Your dog's brain is responding to you in a way that mirrors one of the strongest emotional bonds known in biology. So when you think your dog sees you as just their owner, you're underestimating what you are to them. You are safety. You are consistency. You are home. But here's the part most people don't think about. If your dog sees you as their center, their anchor, their source of stability, then your actions carry more weight than you realize. Every time your mood shifts unpredictably, every time your rules change, every time you ignore their attempts to communicate, your dog notices, not in a dramatic way, but in a quiet, accumulating way. Because from their perspective, they are constantly asking one question: can I trust this environment? And since you are their environment, they're asking if they can trust you. That's why small things matter. The way you greet them, the way you touch them, the way you respond when they're confused or stressed, even the way you leave and return home. To you, these are just moments. To your dog, they are signals, signals that shape how they feel about the world they live in. And here's the truth most people never realize. Your dog is always adjusting to you, even when you're not adjusting to them. They tolerate things they don't fully understand. They adapt to your lifestyle, your schedule, your habits. They learn your language even though you rarely learn theirs. Not because they have to, but because staying connected to you matters more. That's what makes dogs different. That's what makes them extraordinary. They don't love in a complicated way. They love in a consistent way, a way that shows up every single day without conditions. And once you understand how your dog actually sees you, you start to realize something important. You were never just their owner. You were never just the person who feeds them or walks them. In their world, you became their person, the one they orient around, the one they trust without fully understanding why, the one they choose over and over again every single day. So the next time your dog looks at you, really look back. Because you're not just being seen by an animal, you're being seen by a mind that has built its entire emotional world around you. And now that you know that, the question is no longer what your dog is to you. The question is, what are you going to be to them?